What's up, y'all? Winnie here, and welcome to Slay the Princess: The Pristine Cut. I was not initially going to do a video of this game because I try not to bother doing videos of things that Markiplier or Jacksepticeye have already done videos of because it feels a little superfluous. But all my stuff was already hooked up, and I just finally bought this the other day in the last 8 minutes of the holiday sale. So I figure if I want to try it and my stuff is already hooked up, might as well make a video out of it. I think it has voice acting. All I really know about it is it's a somewhat visual novel where you're supposed to slay the princess. This is a horror game and not intended for all audiences. It contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in play. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues for you guys. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I thought you said it was a horror story. Can't load the game, I've never played it. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Up front, my first immediate goal is to test them on that. Let's see. End of the world? What are you talking about? You considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Playing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Did someone else do this? Forget, I'm not doing this. Consider maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Do I get some sort of reward? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
There seems to be motion controls for some reason. I picked up the controller and everything started wiggling.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
What are you
I'm
talking
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I had the chance to meet her face to face.
And I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, She could easily trap you in her web of lies, and the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
You say that like the honeyed words are a physical construct and I'm just gonna get spidered.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, I will.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Why are there motion controls for this? Is all they do to just shake the scenery around? Didn't even tell me it was going to be doing that.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I see it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Later I'll have to see what happens if I go down there without it. Probably on my own time. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, you wanted me to think she's dangerous. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Does she hear the narrator and the voice of the hero, since apparently neither one of them are me? I'm gonna hang on to it, though.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Don't look at me like that.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
So why are you a princess?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
But what if what you can do is really cool?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
You sure she's not armed?
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Not dropping the knife.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding the
You
blade.
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Okay, so the hero is not me then. Are you sure you don't want to talk? I'm gonna squint even harder.
Squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Man. Right.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I appreciate her joining me in the squinting match.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I'm supposed to talk from across the room, or I'm supposed to come sit down and like play patty cake or something?
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face,
Wiggle, wiggle.
unarmed.
Can I give her a head pat?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
What if I gave it to her?
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? I don't even know your name yet. There's people. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Seriously though, can she hear the narrator? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
There's people who think you're going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
They keep insisting I shouldn't worry about it.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's not a good
At the end
argument,
of the
narrator.
day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
I would have been questioning it even without you.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I don't even have the key to let you out if I want.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
I want to see if letting her out does actually end the world, actually. You coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Would want to cut off your hand?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Not really.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
You gave me no information, dude. This is your own fault.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I can still check. I'm gonna check.
I'll be here.
It'd be kind of funny if
You
she's
make
not
your
there.
way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
The narrator an actual person?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Well, maybe I'll just stay here and keep her company if you're all gonna be jackasses about it.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You
Sure.
won't like what happens if you do that.
What other choice do I have? I have no proof that I will have actually killed her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive,
Why are her
unyielding
eyes so
chain.
big?
You cut into her flesh.
I'm sorry, lady.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
She's weirdly
Fall
chill
on you
about
enough
it,
to
though.
Crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
You just want to, like, put it back on and then heal?
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
I'm sorry that I couldn't get you the key.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay, so you are somebody else.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Is there another warn her? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your...
Why do I have claws? Was I the monster? Or is the narrator the monster?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
and then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
This is the end, isn't it?
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Well, maybe if somebody had given me more information instead of being a mind-controlling prick. Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Yeah, huh?
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Sure you are.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Well, probably
Do you think
ended.
the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
You're talking in circles.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. All she did was slit my throat. How was she supposed to end the world? Okay, who locked her in this basement? What is this?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's...
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Last time I had monster hands.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Check your pocket.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
But why? I very clearly am the monster here. Look at that arm.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Why do I have a monster
I
hand?
mean, you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to. Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's see if I can find the key this time. Wait, I can leave?
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her?
Good point.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. Guess we'll see. That is where I'm not going. Quietly continue down the path. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
Yes, we will.
Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin. Can I look for a key first now that I know that? It's a different kind of door.
Is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
He didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Actually, I'm going to approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
The mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Gavin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Is she going to remember us?
So focus up. Don't get distracted.
Or is it going to be a
by
whole
minor
different lady?
details.
Enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world ending monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
Or like, disarm the princess. Ha ha!
Peachy, we'll be fine.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Probably, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Moving on.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
The
A few
fire's
sputtering
moving.
torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Her words weren't that red last time.
Does she remember us? You walk
That
down the
is
stairs
a different
and lock
lady.
eyes with the princess. She looks
And
up
more
at you,
chained up than
the
before.
heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Fair enough.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Oh?
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Okay.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
There's a dude in my head insisting that I kill you and two other guys saying that we should talk it out. The other chain for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I could do that.
Maybe it'll fit.
Maybe it will. I seem to be the monster here.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'm going to inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Seems like a nice lady.
What? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
I will inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Music stopped.
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
He did warn us.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
I feel like she's just going to get up and leave because now that there's a prisoner, the other one can go.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
It could be a Saw situation.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No, we're both stuck here.
Yep.
You know this was going to happen?
No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Okay.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
How many chapters are there? Does it just keep having chapters until I eventually do actually shank her?
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Sorry.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch
Why are we still
lichens
alive?
spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves, through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
Well, she's outside now.
And... I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Is the world ending just because she's outside, even though she didn't do anything? Oh. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Did we turn into the princess?
Right. Part of me wants the truth, but
Or is it going to just show that we're a
holding
monster?
me back. Fear. He is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
Approach
I'm
them.
begging you, don't do this.
I need to see. Mirror never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
I need to know if we're some sort of alligator. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see in it. It's you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Lead to the cabin. You at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Is the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair enough, I guess. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Who are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Pretty sure I'm a monster. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
We know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
We're out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed.
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
So do all of the princesses end up a part of this thing if they get outside and that's why the world ends? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many more I have to find? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces do I...
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Am I supposed to be trying to save them, or is it just the act of meeting them at all? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Dang. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
so I, the player, know what happened, but the character doesn't?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting the R button on your controller. Do I get some sort of reward for
Yes,
this?
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I think a princess seems a bit bad, and I already said that. Hey, can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Just gonna silently continue.
You make your way up the...
Proceed into the cabin. It looks like I just hold the button and then it fast forward. There doesn't seem to be a hero voice happening this time.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls up the blade is your implement.
If I enter without it? Oh, I can't enter without it! Because I'm not supposed to know that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing.
Okay, they are
A
here.
voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you?
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
It's just gonna be the one arm
You
chain?
walk down the stairs
No!
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
It looks so cheerful now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Not like I have the key.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I didn't see a key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Do you have any other ideas if there isn't a key?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Is someone else here?
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas. You're here to slay the prince. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, maybe you should have threw it down the stairs before you locked me in here
Easier
without
for
it.
whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh, God.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth
I was going to
tearing through
jokingly
her
suggest
limb
that,
with
but
the
I didn't think she was going to
determination
actually
of a
do
wolf.
it.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save her again.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
Look at this
just above
adorable
the
little monster.
unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't
Wanna
even
hug her.
bothered by what just happened.
Like she might try to eat me, but she's adorable.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
as the princess approach. Wait, this is. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Okay, warn her is still there.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Fight me.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
About to get stabbed again,
Sorry.
probably.
I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
Sure it will.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. Okay, so it's not the prisoner this time. I also don't know how to save the game, hang on. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode. Well, I say this episode as if there's going to be any more. I'm not going to do a full playthrough of this game. I don't know how long that would take. This was mainly just to try it for the first time. And it's definitely interesting. It does feel like it might just keep going back and forth between sending me back to chapter 1 if I hit a dead end ending. So I'm not sure if that previous chapter 2 was a dead end ending or a congratulations, you hurtled towards finding out what's actually going on way too quick, back to the beginning with you. But if you liked it, a like and subscribe will be groovy. Want to click the bell, you can do that as well so that you're notified of future uploads. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.